Hello everyone, I'm Karthik, lecturer of Royal Academy, Mangalore. Today I will discuss about algebra. This is chapter 3 in GMAT, quantitative section. Okay, so before starting the problems, we'll see some of the exercise problems. So that is nothing but if the sentence, converting this sentence into equation. So how to convert this sentence into equation, we'll see one by one. So first one, W is x less than y. W is x less than y. So how to convert this sentence into equation? So W is equal to x less than y. So y is greater here. So x is less. So that you can write like this. W is equal to y minus x. W is equal to y minus x. W is equal to x less than y. So y is greater than x. So that y minus x. Second one, the ratio of 3x to 8y is 5 to 7. So ratio of 3x divided by 8y is equal to 5 to 7 is nothing but 5 divided by 7. Likewise, you convert that sentence into equation. Okay, so 3x divided by 8y is equal to 5 by 7. Next, third one, the product of x increased by y. Product of x increased by y. So which one is higher here? The product of x decreased by y. So x is more than y. So that you can write x minus y. Okay, x is decreased by y. Okay, x minus y. Product, they told product, and one half of the sum of x and twice of y. X and twice of y. So the product of x decreased y, x decreased by y. Okay, so product of x minus y and this one, this is a product. Okay, this is a product. X decreased by y is written by x minus y into y, because this is product, and is nothing but product, and one half of the sum of x and twice y. X and twice y. Likewise, you convert that sentence into equation. Okay, next one, fourth one. Mike's score on his geometry test was twice as Lydia's scores. Okay, Mike, you take m is equal to twice as Lydia score. So you write 2l. M is equal to 2l like this. Mike's score is equal to twice of Lydia's score like this. M is equal to 2l. Next one, Samatha is 4 years older than Janetta. Samatha is 4 years older. So 4 years older. So is equal to S is equal to Janetta plus 4 years. So consider the age of Janetta is 4. Then what is the age of Samatha? So Samatha is 4 years older than Janetta. So consider the Janetta age is 4. Then Samatha age is 4 plus 4 is nothing but 8. Okay, so why? Because 4 years older than Janetta. So that Samatha age is 8 if the Janetta age is 4, like this. So Samatha age is 4 years older than Janetta age. Samatha is equal to j plus 4. Likewise, you should able to convert that sentence into equation. Okay, we'll see one by one problem. So first one, a machine A produces R paper clips per hour. Okay, machine A produces R paper clips per hour. Machine B produces S paper clips per hour. If S is 30 greater than R, which expression represent the number of paper clips the two machines working together produce in T hours? So this is the expression. So which expression is correct? You have to determine. So based on the sentence, you just convert it into equation. So how to convert? Machine A produces R papers. Okay. So machine A produces R papers. Clips per hour. It is given in per hour only. Machine B produces S paper. Okay. Machine A produces R papers. Machine B produces S paper clips per hour. if s is equal to 30 greater than r, so how we can write s is equal to 30 greater than r? So r plus 30, s is equal to r plus 30, 30 greater than r, so r plus 30, s is equal to r plus 30. So uh, next, what is the which expression represent the sum of the which expression represent the number of paper clips the two machine working together, so that s plus r, s is machine B and machine A is R, two machine working together, s plus r working together, so that is nothing but s plus r. S expression is this one, just substitute, so r plus 30 plus r. Okay, so what happens? 2r plus 30. This is the final expression. So here asking two machines working together, so that s plus r, instead of s you just substitute this expression, r plus 30 plus r, this r, so that 2r plus 30. Okay, then what is asking together produce in t hours, so that multiply this expression to t. Okay, then you will get the final expression. So this is equal to which answer is correct? So last answer is correct, so answer is E. So likewise you convert that sentence into equation, then only you can solve the problems. Okay, I hope all of you understood so how to solve this problem. Okay, we'll see next problem. The youngest of 4 children has sibling who are 3, 5 and 8 years older than she is. The youngest of 4 children, total 4 children is there, has sibling who are 3, 5, 8 years older than she is. So first youngest children you take x, that age we don't know, so we have to find out the age. Okay, so youngest children you take x, and remaining oldest children x plus 3 and x plus 5 and x plus 8 likewise you have to take. If the average arithmetic mean age of the 4 sibling is 21, so average of 4 children age is given, that is 21. Then what is the age of youngest sibling? So you have to determine the youngest she's age, the youngest children age. So how to determine? This is the options. Okay, this is the option. So from the option it is not possible, so you have to calculate. So how to calculate I will tell you. Okay, so first let x be the age of the youngest sibling in years. So you have to take x. Why? Because we don't know the age of youngest children. Okay, so you have to take x be the age of the youngest sibling in years. Okay, next, what is the formula? Here average is given. Average is equal to sum of the term divided by number of term. Okay, average is equal to sum of the term divided by number of term. So number of term is how much here? Number of term is 4 sibling, so that is nothing but 4 sibling. Average we know, average is what? 21. So sum of the terms we can write. So first one is x. We the youngest children age we don't know, that we taken x. Then remaining 3 children age is what? That is also don't know. So that is nothing but x plus 3, x plus 5 and x plus 8 plus x. X is nothing but youngest children, that is the sum of the term. Okay, so like this, x is the first children, youngest children age, that we don't know. Then second children, that is plus 3 to youngest children, so you can write x plus 3. And third one x plus 5 plus then x plus 8 divided by number of term is 4, so total average formula is 21. Okay, 21. So just add. So how many x is there? 1 2 3 4. 4 x is there, and 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 8 16. 4x plus 16 divided by 4 is equal to 21. Then 21 fours are how much? 84. Then 84 minus 16, 68. So x is equal to 68 divided by 4, you will get 17. So which option is correct? So the here asking what is the age of youngest sibling? Youngest sibling we taken x, so age is 17. So which option is correct? Option A is correct. Next question. So 3a minus 2ce divided by 3 is equal to 4b minus 2de divided by 2. Then what is the value of e by 3? So this is one tricky type of question. You have to determine e by 3 with the help of this expression. So this is an option. So this is an option. This option tells that e by 3 expression is which one. So how to determine? So we'll see. So initially just 2 multiply, cross multiply. So 2 goes to numerator, 3 goes to right hand side equation numerator. So 2 3a minus 2ce is equal to 3 bracket 4b minus 2de. So likewise, then just multiply 3 to the 6a and 2 to the 4ce is equal to 4 3 the 12b and 2 3 the 3 to the 6de. Okay, so once it is completed, next step is what? Just add, you have to remove this, you have to move this right hand side equation to left hand side. Okay, so 6a minus 4ce, 6a minus 4ce. Why? Because we need e. Okay, e by 3. So whichever e term is there, that you move to one side. So here 4ce is there, so here 6de is there, so that e terms you just move to right hand side. So what happens? 6a minus 4ce plus 6de is equal to 12b. Okay, so e terms moves to one hand side. Okay, then we need only e terms, remaining term you just neglect. So not neglect, you have to eliminate. So how to eliminate? You this 6a term you just move to right hand side. So what happens? While moving right hand side, the plus sign changes to minus sign. So minus 4ce plus 6de is equal to, this term goes to right hand side. What happens? Minus 6a plus 12b. Okay, then you just take e outside from this equation. Just take e outside. Why? Because we need e. Okay, finally expression we need e. So just take e outside. Remaining term is what? Minus 4c plus 6d is equal to minus 6a plus 12b. Okay, then e expression. So what happens? Just e, this term moves to denominator. What happens? 6a minus 6a plus 12b divided by minus 4c plus 6d. Okay, so but we need what here? E divided by 3. Okay, then also you can simplify this equation. So how we can simplify this equation? Divided by 3 and divided by 2. Okay, above equation you divided by 3 and below equation you can divide it by 2. So what happens? So what happens? No, the whole equation is divided by 2. So what happens? So 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 3, and 12 divided by 2 is nothing but 6, and 4 divided by 2 is nothing but 2, and 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 3. So finally you will get this one. So just check whether this type of equation is there or not in this equation. Along with that, we need what? E by 3. So that 1 by 3, you just multiply 1 by 3, e is equal to 1 by 3. So what happens? The final expression you divide. So that 1 by 3, this 3 and this 3 cancel each other, and 3 ones are 3 twos are. So final expression minus a plus 2b divided by minus 2c plus 3d you are getting. So that is nothing but e by 3. This type of expression is not there, so that take minus sign outside. Take minus sign outside. Finally you will get, so what happens? A minus 2b divided by 2c minus 3d. 2c minus 3d. So this is nothing but E option is correct. So in this way you have to derive the equation and find out the value of E by 3. I hope all of you understood. So once again I will tell you. So this 3 multiply to numerator, and this 2 multiply to this left hand side equation. So then multiply 3 to the 6 and 2 to the 4 and 3 4 the 12 and 3 to the 6 likewise, and e term you move to one side, so that this term moves to one side and this term moves to right hand side. So you will get one side, e term one side, take e common, so that you will get minus 4c plus 6d is equal to minus 6a plus 12b. So then this term moves to denominator, then you will get like this, and whole equation you divided by 2, so that you will get, you can simplify like this. Then we need e by 3, so that e divided by 3, so that multiply into 1 by 3, so 3 ones are 3, so and 6 by 3 is nothing but 2 za minus a plus 2b divided by minus 2c plus 3d. Then take minus outside. Why? Because this equation is not there in the option, so that take minus outside, so you will get a minus 2b divided by 2c minus 3d. This is the final expression. This is the answer is E. Answer E option is correct. E option is correct. Next problem. If s minus r is equal to minus 2r square minus s square divided by s square minus r square. Okay, this is the expression. If 2 times of s minus r is equal to minus 2 r square minus s square divided by s square minus r square, and s square minus r square is not equal to 0, s square minus r square is not equal to 0, then what is the value of s minus r? You have to determine. This is the option, so this is nothing but s minus r value. So s minus r value is how much? So how to determine? So first take this equation, 2 times of s minus r is equal to minus 2 r square minus s square divided by s square minus r square. Okay, so then this 2 you cancel with each other, 2 gets cancel each other, this 2 and this 2 cancel each other. Remaining term is what? S minus r is equal to minus 1, minus sign is there, minus 1 r square minus s square divided by s square minus r square. Okay, next this minus sign you multiply here inside. So what happens? This sign changes. This will, what happens? If you multiply, this becomes minus. So a plus sign becomes minus and minus sign becomes plus in the numerator. So what happens? This is minus r square, this is plus s square. If you multiply minus 1 here inside, minus r square plus becomes minus, so that minus r square, and this minus sign becomes plus. Okay, s square. So what happens? S minus r is equal to s square minus r square divided by s square minus r square. Then yes, this whole thing cancel, it is nothing but 1. So the answer of s minus r is equal to 1. So option D is correct. A laptop computer uses s fewer watts of electricity than a desktop computer does. In combination, the two computers use T watts of electricity. Desktop, laptop as well as desktop. Laptop computer uses S fewer. S fewer is nothing but less. Yes, less. Fewer is nothing but less watts of electricity than desktop computer. In combination, the two computer uses T watts of electricity. Two computer together, it is using T watts of electricity. What is the following expression represent the desktop computer electricity usage in watts? This is a expression. This expression tells that the desktop computer electricity usage that you have to determine. So desktop computer usage, you just name given as D. Here name is not given, so that just give desktop computer you name given as D. Laptop usage you given as L. Okay, then what is given? A laptop computer that is nothing but L. Okay, so uses S fewer watts of electricity than desktop computer, so that it is given by L is equal to laptop computer is equal to, it is S fewer watts electricity than desktop computer, so that D minus S. So S less than watts is using electricity for compared to desktop computer, so that D minus S. So laptop computer using less electricity compared to desktop computer, that is the meaning of this one. Okay, laptop uses S fewer watts than the desktop computer, so laptop uses less electricity compared to desktop computer. It is given by L is equal to D minus S. Next, what is that? If two computers, some of the desktop usage and laptop usage in T watts, so it is nothing but D plus L is equal to T. D plus L is equal to T. So L you can also write like this, D minus S. So D plus D minus S is equal to T. You can write like this. Okay. So then what is that? D plus D minus S is equal to T. So then D plus D is equal is nothing but 2D minus S is equal to T. 2D is equal to T plus this left hand side moves to right hand side, then sign changes from minus to plus. T plus S divided and D is equal to T plus S divided by 2. T plus S divided by 2. So this is the final answer. This is nothing but D. So D is equal to T plus S divided by 2. Okay. So which option is correct? Actually B answer is correct. So likewise you have to determine. Okay. You have to determine. Next. So is X is greater than 0? So is type of problem, and along with that two statement is given. So this type of problem how to solve? So yes or no type of question. Is nothing but yes or no type of question. In this type of question, first satisfy the condition statement, then you go for the questions. So just answer whether it is pause yes or no. Yes, this X is greater than 0 or no. So to in using one statement you have to get don't you should not get the two variety of answer. Is nothing but from the first statement, one time one condition you will get yes, and second condition you will get no. In that case it is not possible. You should get same answer, yes, either yes in both condition or no in both condition, like this. Okay, these are the option. So first statement alone is sufficient to answer for the question, and second statement alone is sufficient to answer for the question. Both statement together are sufficient, but and each statement alone is sufficient. So statement 1 and 2 together is not sufficient. This is the option. Okay. So first statement, what is that? X square minus 8x plus 16 is equal to, so if you simplify the quadratic equation, what will get? So this is nothing but x minus 4 into s minus 4. Okay, so so you will get like this. So x minus 4, so what is the value of x? So x is equal to 4. From the first statement you will get the value of x is equal to 4. So then you can tell the whether it is greater than 0. Yes, of course you can tell the value of x is equal to 4, so that yes value. Second condition, it is not possible to determine. So why? Because x square minus y, so quadratic equation you can't solve, so that option A is correct. So from the first statement it tells that after quadratic equation, if you solve the quadratic equation, you will get the value of x is equal to 4. So then you can tell, is 4 is greater than 0? Yes, of course, yes. Only one answer you are getting. So option A is correct. Which of the following expression could be equal to 0 when n square minus 4n is equal to 12? Which of the following expression? So this is the following expression could be equal to 0. So this type of problem is nothing but, so from this quadratic equation you will get some answer. Which answer is not there in this following quadratic equation, that is your correct answer. Okay, or matches, I will tell you. So first solve this quadratic equation. You will get n square minus 4n minus 12 is equal to 0. If you solve this quadratic equation, you will get the answer n minus 6 and n plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so then from the first option, so if you solve the first option quadratic equation, you will get option n plus 3 and n minus 5. Either these two quadratic form is not matches to the first one. Okay, if it is matches, then it could be 0. Why? Because that two are cancel each other. That is your exact answer. So that here this option is different, this option is different, so that it is eliminated. Okay, second option. So n square minus 2n plus 1, this quadratic equation, if you solve this quadratic equation, you will get n minus 1 and n minus 1. So here n minus 1 is not there, so that it is also eliminated. Okay, third option. So if you solve this third n square plus 4n minus 12, you will get n minus 2 as well as n plus 6. So n minus 2 is also not there, n plus 6 is also not there, so that it is also you can easily eliminate. Okay, next fourth option n square minus 5n minus 6, you will get a quadratic form n minus 6 and n plus 1. So here n minus 6 is matches, so that this is your exact answer. Okay, this is your exact answer. Any one should matches to this answer. So here n minus 6 is matches, so that it is nothing but could be equal to 0. Why? Because these two are cancelled with each other, so that equal to 0. n plus 1, n plus 2, that is not required. Either one should be matches to this equation. So here n minus 6 is matches with the first expression, so that it could be 0. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. I hope all of you understood. If it is matches, then only you consider as expression could be equal to 0. So next question, which of the following could be equal to 0 for some value of x? Some value of x. So how to determine? So here three statement is given. Which statement is correct? You have to determine. Okay. So first statement. So 3x square minus 12. So 3x square minus 12. You take 3 outside. What happens? Remaining thing is what? X square. 12 divided by 3 is nothing but 4. 3 in bracket x square minus 4. So x square minus 4. So it is nothing but a square minus b square. What is the formula? A square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. So 3 into a plus b, x plus 2 into a minus b, x minus 2. So then what is the value of x? X is equal to 2 as well as x is equal to minus 2. The expression is 0. So statement 1 must be a part of correct answer. Okay. So part of correct answer. So what is asking? Which of the following could be equal to 0 for some value of x? Okay, some value of x. Okay, next second one, x square plus x to the power of 4 plus 1. So it is not possible to solve the quadratic equation. So second option is not possible to it could not be equal to 0. Okay, next third one, whether it is possible to find out the value. You can, if it is possible to find out solve the quadratic equation, then that is also one of the option. Okay, so x square plus 7x plus 6. So if you simplify this one, you will get x plus 6 as well as x plus 1. So expression will be 0 if x is equal to minus 6 as well as x is equal to minus 1. So which option is correct? So first one is correct as well as third one is possible. It could be equal to 0 and you will get some x value also. So you will get x value in first statement as well as third statement. In second statement it is not possible to find out the value of x. Why? Because it is not possible to solve the quadratic equation. So which option is correct? So option first and 3, D option is correct. Option D is correct. So next question, a photographer has visited exactly 42 countries, all of which have been in Africa, Europe or Asia. He visited total 42 countries, and also he visited 3 different countries. One is Africa, Europe or Asia. If the photographer has been to 6 more countries in Europe than in Asia, so it is the meaning is what? So he visited 6 more country in Europe than in Asia. Compared to Asia, he visited 6 more country in Europe, and twice as many in Africa as in Europe. So he visited more in Africa compared to Europe. Okay, double. He visited double countries in Africa compared to Europe. How many countries in Asia has the photographer visited? You have to determine. So how many countries in Asia has the photographer visited? This is the answer, tells that the number of countries he visited in Asia. Okay, so how to solve this problem? Let, so given name. Okay, so S is nothing but the countries in Asia. F is nothing but number of the number of in Africa. E is nothing but number in Europe. Okay, just give name, any name you can give. So I will give for Asia S and Africa F and Europe is E. Okay, total he visited how many countries? 42 countries. So F plus E plus S, the total country. So total is nothing but Africa, Europe and Asia. F plus E plus S is equal to 42. Okay, and also some sentence is given. What is that? 6 more country. Photographer has been 6 more country in Europe than in Asia. Europe. Europe is nothing but E is equal to Asia S plus 6. So is nothing but Europe. He visited more country in Europe. 6 more country in Europe compared to Asia country. E is equal to S plus 6. Okay, next, twice as many in Africa. So he visited twice as many, so more double country places he visited in Africa compared to Europe. So how we can write? F is equal to 2 times of E. So suppose he visited in so in Europe he visited 12 country. In F is how much? 24 country. So in Africa he visited 24 country if he visited 12 country in Europe. Likewise, okay, F is equal to 2 times of E. Okay, so then you just substitute F as well as E in first equation. The first equation is F plus E plus S is equal to 42. So in place of F, what is that? 2 times of E. So E is nothing but what? S plus 6. E is nothing but S plus 6. So 2 times of S plus 6 plus E is nothing but S plus 6 plus S is written like this only. So all you convert into single form, that is nothing but Asia S, okay, is equal to 42. So 2 times of S plus 6 to the 12 and S plus 6 plus S is equal to 42. So S how many times is there? 2 times, 3 times and 4 times. 4S plus 12 plus 6 is 18 is equal to 42. Okay, then 4S is equal to 42 minus 18 is nothing but 24. So S becomes what? 24 divided by 4 is nothing but 6. So this is nothing but, so in Asia photographer visited 6 places, 6 countries. Okay, so which option is correct? B option is correct. We'll see in the next problem. The Paul has a collection of used book worth 104 rupees. How many are history book? You have to determine in that how many are history books. So 2 statement is given. So option is like this. First statement alone you can answer for the question, or second statement alone you can answer for the question. Both statement together is enough to answer for the question. Each statement alone you can that option. Okay, none of the above. Okay, that is your 5 option. That is same for yes or no type of question. Okay, so next here 2 statement is given. First statement, what is that? Paul has a collection of used book worth 104. Total amount is given. How many are history book? You have to determine how many are history book. So first statement, what is given? Paul has only mystery and histories. Okay, okay, each mystery is worth 1 rupees, $1, and each history is worth 25. So the cost of history as well as mysteries is given. So the cost of mysteries is how much? 1, and history book is how much? 25. Just given the cost, but the number of book you have to determine what how many are history book. You have to determine the how many are history book, but they did not mention the how many are history book, but just they mention the cost of each book. Cost of each book they mention in the first statement. So first statement alone you can't determine the answer. So in the first statement what is given? Total cost is given. So total cost is 104 is equal to, so mystery book is 1 rupee. Along with that, so $25 is for history book. So dollar is given, but the number of book is not given in the first statement. So first statement alone you can't determine the answer. So second statement, what is given? Second statement, Paul has exactly 4 mystery in her collection. So 4 number mystery is that is given, that cost are worth rupees 4 rupees. So only one cost is given. So one cost is given, that is nothing but mystery cost is given, but we don't know the cost of history book. We don't know the cost of history book in the second statement. So from the second statement you will get that, so history cost is around 100 rupees. He spent cost for history book is how much? 100 rupees, but we don't know the number of exact number of or each book cost of history, each book cost of history. Okay, so we don't know. So that it tells that the history he spent 100 rupees, history he spent 100 rupees. Okay, then club together from the second statement also is not sufficient to answer for the question. First statement is also not sufficient to answer for the question. Then third option is club together each statement, both statement together you can answer for the question with check whether it is possible. Okay, so club together. So club together, first statement tells what? The cost of individual book. So in this first statement you will get the history book cost. So history book cost is how much? 25. One book cost is 25. Then you can tell that, so in the second statement you can tell that the total he spent for history book, that is nothing but 100. Why? Because mystery he spent for 4 rupees. So that total cost is 104. 104 minus 4 is nothing but 100 dollar. So she spent 100 rupees for history, 100 rupees for history. So that you can while clubbing together you can tell how many books. So from the first statement you will get the information that one book cost, one history book cost is 25. Second statement you will get that total she spent how much for the history. So how much how many are history books? You can tell 100 divided by 25 is nothing but 4 are history book. 4 are history book. So from while clubbing together two statement you can tell, you can answer for the question. So which is option is correct? Option C is correct. Option C is correct. In next question, in 8 years Leo will be twice as many years old Mikola is now. In Leonard were twice as old as he was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And if Mikola were 5 times as old as she was 2 years ago, the sum of their ages would be 51. Sum of their ages is given, that is 51. What will be the sum of their ages in 3 years? What will be the sum of their ages in 3 years? That you have to determine. This is the option. So sum of their ages in 3 years is given in the option. So how to determine? So first, what is given? Leo ages is 8 years, will be twice Mikola current age. So how we can write? In 8 years, Leo will be twice as many old as Mikola. Okay, so that is nothing but in 8 years, L plus 8. Okay, in 8 years Leo plus 8 is equal to twice as many years old as Mikola, 2 times of m, 2 times of m. So L plus 8 is equal to 2m. Okay, so next what is given? Okay, that you understood, right? So next, this equation you can also written like this: L minus 2m is equal to minus 8. Why? Because if you solve the equation, you can, it is very easy. So that this equation also you can written like this: L minus 2m is equal to minus 8. Okay, minus 8. Next, what is next condition? In Leo were twice as old as he was 2 years ago. So 2 years ago. So how to write 2 years ago for Leo? L minus 2. Okay. So Leo were twice as old as. Okay. So how to write twice as old as? So 2 times of L minus 2 in 2 years ago. 2 years ago is nothing but you have to back 2 years back is nothing but L minus 2. L minus 2. Okay, and 2 times twice as old as 2 times of L minus 2. Okay, next 2 years ago is L minus 2. So twice that age. So you can write 2 times of L minus 2. And 2 years ago Mikala age was M minus 2. 2 years ago Mikala age was M minus 2. And so 5 times that age is 5 times of M minus 2. 5 times of M minus 2. So total age is how much? The sum of their ages would be 51. Sum of their ages would be 51. So solve by solving this one. So 2 times of L and minus 4 plus 5M minus 10. So is equal to 51. While solving this one, you will get the equation after simplifying. 2L plus 5M is equal to 65. 2L plus 5M is equal to 65. So two equation you are getting, first equation as well as second equation. By solving these two equation, you will get as 3L. So while solving these two equation, L minus 2m is equal to minus 8 as well as 2L plus 5m is equal to 65. So add both together. So what happens? 3L plus 3m is equal to 57. 65 minus 8 is nothing but 57. 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3m. So you will get 3L plus 3m is equal to 57. So 3 take common. So what happens? L plus m is equal to 19. Then what is the last question? What will be the sum of their ages? Sum of their ages. So L plus m is equal to 19. Their ages in 3 years. In 3 years. After 3 years, what is their sum of the ages? After 3 years. So after 3 years is nothing but you have to add 3 years for Leo as well as 3 years for Mikala. So that total is how much? 6 years. So that 19 plus 6 years is nothing but 25. So 25, which one is correct? Last option is correct. Here don't make mistake. What will be the sum of their ages in 3 years? 3 years you have to add for Leo as well as Mikala. Don't add to plus 3 for the entire sum. Why? Because individual age they are asking their ages in 3 years. 3 years you have to add for individually you have to add for Leo as well as Mikala. Total is 6 years. 19 plus 6 is 25. Option E is correct. Okay, so you have to add Leo 3 years, Mikala 3 years, then you will get L plus M plus 6. Option E is correct. Okay, next question. What is the value of B? You have to determine the value of B. So two statement is given. So first statement 5B minus A is equal to 3B plus 5A. Okay. So second statement is given 4 times of B minus A is equal to 12 minus 4A. Two statement is given. So from which statement alone you can answer for the question. So option is like this: statement 1 is alone is sufficient, statement 2 is alone. That is the same for statement type of problem. We'll see the first statement. What is given in the first statement? 5b minus a is equal to 3b plus 5a. Simplifying this equation, so what you will get after simplifying this equation? This 3 goes to left hand side, a is goes to right hand side. So what happens? 2b is equal to 6a. Then simplifying this one, you will get b is equal to 3a. So b is equal to 3a. So it is not possible to determine the value of b from the first statement. Why? Because so two are unknown here, b as well as a is unknown here. We don't know the value of a also, so that it is not possible to determine with the help of first statement. So go for the second statement. 4b minus a is equal to 12 minus 4a. So simplifying this equation, so what happens? 4b minus 4a is equal to 12 minus 4a. 12 minus 4a. So by simplifying this one, so what happens? 4a goes to right hand side. So 4a gets cancel each other. So here 4a 4a and gets cancel each other. Remaining term is 4b is equal to 12. So from that you can easily determine the value of b. B is how much? 3. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. So is nothing but second statement alone you can answer for the question. Option B is correct. So next question, what is the value of a plus b? You have to determine the value of a plus b. So two statement is given. So statement 1 is 5a plus 2b is equal to 22. Second statement is 3b is equal to 30 minus 6a. Two statement is given. So the option is like this. The statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer for the question. Statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer for the question. In each statement, both statement together to answer for the question. Each statement alone you can answer for the question. So none of the statement is not enough to answer for the question. That is the 5 options. So first statement tells what? 5a plus 2b is equal to 22. 5a plus 2b is equal to 22. So from the first statement you can't determine the value of a plus b. So why? Because the all data are unknown. A is also unknown, b is also unknown. So from the first statement it is not possible. So go for the second statement. Second statement tells what? So 3b is equal to 30 minus 6a. This 6a goes to left hand side. What happens? Minus sign changes to plus sign. So what happens? 6a plus 3b is equal to 30. So simplify, you can simplify, divide whole divided by 3. So you will get 2a plus b is equal to 10. So from this statement also it is not possible to determine the value of a plus b. So next, club together these two statement, club together. From the first statement you will get 5a plus 2b is equal to 22. Second statement you will get that 6a plus 3b is equal to 30. So by subtracting this equation, so what happens? So 6a minus 5a you will get a, and 3b plus minus 2b is nothing but b. 30 minus 22 you will get the answer of a plus b. So a plus b answer is 8. So if you want to get the value of a plus b, that two statement club together. So which option is correct? Both statement together you can answer for the question. Option C is correct. So option C is correct for this question. I hope all of you understood this type of problem. Next question. If the average arithmetic mean of x and y is 30. So arithmetic mean is given. So arithmetic mean of x and y is 30 and 3y plus z is equal to 180. What is the value of z by x? You have to determine the value of z by x. Okay, so here the arithmetic mean of x and y is given, that is 30, and 3y plus z is equal to 180. So that is also given. What is the value of z by x? That you have to determine. This is the option gives that the value of x, z by x. So how to determine? So what is given? Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is nothing but x plus y divided by 2 is equal to 30. That is given. Okay, x plus y divided by 2 is equal to 30. That is given. So then 2 you just multiply. What you will get? X plus y is equal to 60. X plus y is equal to 60. Okay, so then x plus y is equal to 60, and also one more expression is there, that is 3y plus z is equal to 180. So 180. Then x is equal to what? 60 minus y. 60 minus y. So here why? Because y z divided by x. So from the first statement you can determine what is the value of x. X is equal to 60 minus y. Then one more z is required. So from the second expression you just determine what is z. Z is equal to 180 minus 3y. 180 minus 3y. Okay, then just substitute z divided by x. So z is nothing but 180 minus 3y divided by x is nothing but what? 60 minus y. So what you will get? So this is 3 times. So just the 3 outside. 60 minus y, 60 minus y. This 60 minus y, 60 minus y cancel each other. Remaining you will get the answer z by x is equal to 3. So you will get the answer by 3. So which option is correct? Option D is correct. Next one, LMNOP. So the number alphabet series is given. An arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which each term after the first is equal to sum of the preceding term and a constant. If the list of letters shown above is an arithmetic sequence, this is an arithmetic sequence. So LMNOP. So that is the arithmetic sequence. Which of the following must also be an arithmetic sequence? So here 3 statement is given. So which of the following? So is a same, that should be matches to this sequence. Okay. So you have to determine. So sequence should be same. Sequence is nothing but after L M N O P, like that. So which are the same sequence in this statement? You have to determine. So statement 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3 and 2 and 3. So which option is correct? You have to determine. So first one. So statement 3, directly go to statement 3. So says original arithmetic sequence is what? So just consider the value of L, M, N, O, P. Okay. So you have to determine. No, just. So I will choose the value for L, M, N, O, P. So like this. L is 6. Okay, L is 6. And M is 7. N is 8. O is 9. P is 10. So likewise you can tell any value you can tell. So from the third statement tell just 8 minus 6 minus 5 is nothing but how much? 1. So then m minus 5 is 7 minus 5, 2. So 3, 4, 5 is nothing but 10 minus p minus 5 is nothing but 10 minus 5 is nothing but 5. So this is a sequence. So here also the gap between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the gap between L and M is 1. So M and N is 1. Likewise. So the gap is same, the sequence is same, order is same. So here also order is same. So this is exactly matches. Third one is exactly matches. Next go for the second one. So L square is nothing but 36. 36. 6 square is nothing but 36. And M square 49. 49. And N square is 64. Just check whether this sequence is correct. The gap between the number, how much number this is, the difference is 13. This is 13. Next 49 to 64 is how much? So 14, 15. 15 is difference. 15 is difference. So 64. Next one is what? 81. 81 is nothing but 64. 65, 75. So 11 and 6, 11 and 6, 11 and 6, 17. So difference is 17. So here the difference is not equal, unequal difference here. You can observe that here the unequal difference, so that this option is not correct. This option is not correct. So unequal difference. Next you just see the 6 3s are 18. 6 3s are 18. Next 7 3s are 21. 8 3s are 24. 8 3s are 24. And next 9 3s are 27. The difference between these two number, so 21 minus 18, how much? 3 is the difference, and 24 minus 21, difference is the what? 3, and each number difference is 3 only, each number difference is 3 only, but here different difference you are getting. So this option is correct and this option is correct. Here the difference is 1 1 1, so all difference is 1. Here is different in first option, the difference between two number is 3 3 3 3 3, same difference. So first option as well as third option is correct compared to second option. Second option first difference is wrong. So first difference is how much? 13. Second difference is 15. Third difference is 17. So likewise, so second option is wrong. First as well as third is same as arithmetic sequence. So which option is correct? Option D is correct. Option D is correct. I hope all of you understood the arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence is nothing but this sequence, which statement is follows. So this sequence is nothing but the difference between 7 minus 6 is nothing but 1, 8 minus 7 1, so 9 minus 8 1. The difference is equal, difference between two number is equal in the first statement. So 18 21 24 27 like that. So difference 21 minus 18, how much? 3. So 24 minus 21, 3. So difference is equal. So difference between the two numbers is equal. So that is nothing but arithmetic sequence. Second statement, it is difference is not equal. First difference is 13, second difference is 15, third difference is 17. So different number you are getting. So difference is not equal. So second statement is not as per the arithmetic sequence. Third one difference is 1 1 1 1 you are getting. So third one also as per the arithmetic sequence. So option 1 and 3 is correct. So option D is correct. Next one, in a certain sequence of positive integer, the term Tn is given by the formula Tn is equal to 3 times of Tn minus 2 plus 2 times of Tn minus 1 for all n is greater than or equal to 1. If T6 is given 152 and T5 is given, that is 51, then what is the value of T2? That you have to determine. What is the value of T2? So how to determine? This is actually the option is given the value of T2. So how to determine the value of T2? So here the expression is given, along with that T6 value as well as Ty5 value is given, and also they mention that n should be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, then how to determine the value? So first, which value is given? You take n is equal to 6. Okay, n is equal to 6. Why? Because 6 value is given. So t to the power of 6, t6 is equal to 3 times of n minus 2, that is nothing but t4, plus n minus 1, 2 times of tn minus 1, n is nothing but 6. 6 minus 1 is nothing but t5. Okay, t5 minus 1. You first initially you take n is equal to 6. Why? Because take first n is equal to 6. Why? Because T6 value as well as T5 value we know. So from that you can easily determine the value of T2. Okay, so from this expression you can easily determine the value of T4. So what is the value of T4? So from this you will get the T4 is 17. Okay, why? Because only one value is unknown, so that is T4. So T4 value you can determine, that is T4 is 17. Okay, next take n is equal to 5. So once you determine the value of T4, then take n is equal to 5. So n is equal to 5, what happens? T5 is equal to 3 times of Tn minus 2, 5 minus 2, T3 plus 2 times of Tn minus 1 is nothing but 5 minus 1, T4 value we already determined, minus 1. So from this expression you will get the value of T3. So T3 is how much? 18. T3 is 18. Once we get the value of T3, so one more trial you have to do. So that is n is equal to 4. So n is equal to 4, you will get what? T4 is equal to 3 times of T2 plus 2 times of Tn minus 1. Tn minus 1 is nothing but what? T T3 minus 1. So from this you already determined the value of T3, and T4 is also known. That is 17. So you can easily determine the value of T2. T2 value is how much? T2. So T2 value is how much? T2 is 2. So which option is correct? Second option is correct. I hope all of you understood. Why? Because here the value T6 as well as T5 is given, and this format is given. So you just substitute initially. You have to determine the value of T2. First initially take n is equal to 6. You will get this equation. From that you can easily determine the value of T4. Once you determine the value of T4, then you take n is equal to 5. Then you will get the value of T3. Then again you go for n is equal to 4. Then you can determine the value of T2. Okay, T2. So from this expression you will get the value of T2 as 2. Okay, option B is correct. So in infinite sequence S, each term Sn after S2 is equal to sum of the two terms Sn minus 1 and Sn minus 2. If S1 is equal to 4, what is the value of S2? You have to determine the value of S2. S1 is given, S2 you have to determine. So two statement is given. First statement S3 is equal to 7. Second statement S4 is equal to 10. So from which statement you can determine the value of so first statement says that S3 is equal to 7. Okay, so from here S3 is equal to 7. So here what is given? Sequence Sn after S2 is equal to sum of the two terms Sn minus 1 and Sn minus 2. Okay, so expression is like this. So expression is Sn is equal to Sn minus 1 plus Sn minus 2. Sn minus 2. Okay, so here, so after S2 they told after S2, so that you should take S3. Okay, S3. So n is equal to 3. You taken n is equal to 3. So S2 is not possible. They told S2 after S2. S3 is equal to n. N is 3. 3 minus 1. S2 plus S1. So and also S1 value is already mentioned, that is 4. So S3 is equal to S2 plus 4. S2 plus 4. So this is a actually equation. So S3 is given from the first statement. What is given? S3 is given. So S3 is given. So S3 is how much? S3 is equal to S2 plus 4. S3 is 7. 7 is equal to S2 plus 4. So from the first statement is sufficient to determine the value of S2. Why? Because S3 is given. Okay, so from the first statement is sufficient to answer for the question. Okay, then so S4 second statement, what is given? Second statement S4 is given. S4 is given. You have to determine what? S2. So you have to determine the value of S2. So whether it is possible, so take n is equal to 4. So take n is equal to 4. So what happens? S4 is equal to S3 plus S2. S3 plus S2. So here you have to determine the value of S2. Okay, so S3 plus S2 is equal to 10. S3 plus S2, S4 is given. S3 plus S2 is equal to 10. This is another linear equation containing the term S3 and S2 and S3, because two equations are different. Okay, so here actually enough information is not provided. Here by mistake. So enough information is not provided to determine S3 as well as S2. Why? Because so it is here it is not mentioned. So from the first statement, so here S3 value we don't know, as well as S2. Two data are unknown. Two data are unknown. So which option is correct? Option first one. Option A is correct. Option A is correct. Option A is correct. From the first statement alone, you can answer for the question. From the second statement is not possible. Not possible. Why? Because so S3 value unknown, S2 value is also unknown. Two data are unknown here. So it is not possible. Option A is correct. So next one, let here one equation is given in bracket box x square plus 1 divided by 2, y is round bracket 3y by 2 for all integer x and y. If m is equal to 2, value of m is given. So m first round bracket along with that square bracket is equal to which of the following. So in this type of problem, this is a symbol type of problem, symbol. So you have to solve the symbol first. Okay, so how to solve this type of symbols? So I will tell you. So these are the option you have to solve. So first you have to solve, m value is given, m is equal to 2. So first solve round, you have to find out the value of round. Round is nothing but what is the equation? 3y divided by 2. So once you find out the value, that value substitute to square, that value substitute to square equation. So that is nothing but x square plus 1 divided by 2. I hope all of you understood. First m value is given, m is equal to 2. You first solve the round one, then you will get one value, that value substitute to square box, then you will get the final answer. Okay, so first solve the round one equation is what? 3y divided by 2. So y is nothing but m is equal to 2. Value of m you just substitute 2y. Okay, so then you will get the answer is 3. Answer is 3. So then once answer is 3, then you substitute that answer, 3 answer to square bracket equation is what? So x square plus 1 divided by 2. So just substitute the value of this one 3, not this one 2. So first substitute to round bracket, whatever answer you are getting, that answer you substitute to square bracket. Why? Because square bracket is outside. Okay, so substitute to square bracket, you will get the final answer. The option D is correct. So square bracket, after substituting the square bracket, you will get the answer as 5. So option D is correct. So next one, in the multiplication problem above, each of the symbol is given. So this symbol is given represent a positive digit. If this symbol is greater than this symbol, which is the value of this value. So two statement is given, just a statement. Here one symbol is given, that is nothing but this symbol multiply with this symbol, the answer is this one. This is the meaning actually. So multiplication of this one into triangle. So multiplication of this symbol, star symbol, into triangle symbol, you will get the round symbol. That is the meaning. So here two statement is given. So this value is 1 and round value is 9. So which statement alone you can answer for the question? You have to determine. So statement 1, what is given? It says that this triangle is equal to 1. So the product of, if you know the value of 1, this value, but you don't know the value of this one. Okay, you don't know the value of this one. So you can't determine the value of this round one. Okay, round one. So here, and you have to tell that whether this value is greater than this value. So is it possible? Why? Because only this value is given. This value is 1 is nothing but what? So this value is 1. This value is given, that is 1. That is 1 is nothing but what? So this equal to this symbol. Multiplication, this into this is equal to this one. Okay, so this equal to this one. So it is not possible. So whether it is possible to tell, this value is greater or this one. So we don't know the value of this one as well as this one. Two values are unknown. So from the first statement alone, you can't determine the value. You can't tell this is equal. Okay. So positive integer. Okay. Positive digit. So digit they mentioned. Digit is nothing but it is starts from 0 to 9. 0 to 9. Okay. So second statement tells what? Second statement tells this answer. So this answer is already told. So second statement tells that this answer, okay, this answer is 9. Okay, so this answer is 9. So it may be this one is 3 or 3. So 3 3 is a 9, or else 9 and 1. 9 ones a 9. Two way it is possible, either 3 into 3 9 or 9 ones a 9. Two way it is possible. Two way it is possible. So from that, whether it is possible to tell this is greater or equal to this one, what is the value of this one? So from that you can tell. So here this value is mentioned. So product 9 ones or 3 into 3. Okay, so two way it is possible. So if you consider this value is 1, if you consider this value is 1, so this value is 1, then you can easily tell the value of this symbol is 9. So from the second statement alone, you can't answer for the question. Why? Because second statement tells only this answer is 9. Two ways is possible. One is 9 into 1. So 9. So or else 3 into 3. So 3 into 3. Two different answer it will give. So from the second statement alone, you can't find out answer. Then club together. So while club together, you can easily tell this is satisfy the condition. Why? Because if you club together, two values is known. One is this value is also known. This value is also known. Along with that, this value is also known. So that you can easily determine the value of this one. Okay, you can easily determine the value of this one as 9, so that you can easily judge. So option C is correct, not B. Option C is correct. If you club together two equation, you can easily tell whether it is correct or wrong. I hope all of you understood this the answer. Any doubt, you please ask with me. Next, for all positive number x and y, the operation x symbol y is defined by this equation. Okay, so we don't know what is this symbol indicates. Okay, that you have to determine. Okay, and x into x, this symbol phi is equal to 2, that is given. This is nothing but the value of y is given, y is 5, and along with that this answer is given. You have to determine the value of x. So how to determine the value of x? So here this symbol is given, so and also final answer is also known. So just to substitute to this equation, substitute to the value of y. So value of y is how much? Value of y is 5, and remaining total answer is also known. So x square minus x, divided by 5 to the 10, 10x is equal to 2. So x square minus x is equal to 20x. So x square minus this right hand side equation comes to left hand side. What happens? Minus 21x is equal to 0. So take x common. X is x minus 21 is equal to 0. One answer x is equal to 0. Second answer is x is equal to 21. So from this expression you can easily determine the value of x. X is equal to 21. So this symbol indicates that. So symbol. So y value, you can easily identify the y value of y is 5. Along with that, this equation answer is 2. Okay, just substitute the value of y. You will get the value of x. X is 21. So option E is correct. The operation, the symbol is defined by the equation is equal to ax minus b bracket x minus 1 plus c, where a, b and c are constant that are positive integer. The value of this symbol is 7. Okay, this symbol is 7. So what is the value of b? You have to determine. Here also two statement is given, and also we don't know the symbol, so this indicates that x value is 0, x value is 0. Okay, and also the final final answer is 7, that also it will tells. Along with that, the statement, two statement is given. So first statement, a is equal to c 3, second statement, c is equal to 5. So from the first statement, what tells, says that a is equal to 3. So and also, so a is equal to 3 and x is equal to 0. From this expression you can easily tell that x is equal to 0 and final this equal to 7. Final this equal to 7. So by just substituting x is equal to 0, what is remaining? X is equal to 0. So this is whole thing 0 is equal to sorry, not whole thing is 0. So this is ax. Ax is nothing but 0 minus bx 0 minus b plus c, minus minus plus, plus b plus c, total is 7. So is nothing but b plus c is equal to 7. B plus c is equal to 7. So from this statement, here a is given. So from a is given, that is not no use. Yeah, why? Because a is not required here. B plus c is given. Okay, so from the first statement alone you can't determine the answer. So I hope all of you understood. This is equal to 7. So 7 is equal to, so ax, x is 0, x is 0, x is 0 is nothing but ax is 0 minus bx, bx is also 0, minus of minus plus, so plus b plus c. So equation is b plus c is 7, b plus c is 7. So from the first statement alone you can't find out the answer. Why? Because a is given, a is not required here. So second statement, c is equal to 5. See, if you know the value of c, you can easily determine the value of b. So b is how much? B is equal to 7 minus c. C is how much? 5. So you can easily determine the value of b. B is equal to 2. So from the second statement it is possible. From the first statement it is not possible. So which option is correct? Option B is correct. I hope all of you understood this algebra problems. If you have any doubt, please approach me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you one and all.